everybody, welcome. Okay, today something a little bit different. Now, you know me and what I'm all about, and that is keeping things simple and getting you playing your favorite songs on your guitar as well as possible, as quick as possible, right? And my strategy is if you keep it simple and you start playing well, it's going to encourage you to continue on, and you are going to get better and better and better, right? I've always told you that you can play like I did for years, 3, 4, 5 years, without knowing anything about keys and bar chords and triads and scales and all this other kind of stuff. I've always told you that, and that is true, okay? However, I've also told you that your guitar journey is like an ascending roadway that you gradually climb. And at some point in your guitar journey, you are going to come to a big iron gate. And that gate will be locked. And the only way to get through that gate is if you possess certain theory and knowledge or advanced skills, like playing bar chords or triads or that kind of thing, okay? Well, today, this video is for those of you that are at the gate, okay? But the good thing is it's also for those of you that have not started to learn your bar chords yet. And it's also for those of you that are already playing some bar chords. And this video, I'll show you how to use what you already know to unlock the key to that gate, to allow you to play songs and play chords in keys that you normally wouldn't go to. Because as a beginner, there's a reason why we're all shepherded to the key of G, right? G, C, D, eventually A minor or E minor and A minor, right? And you go to the key of G, right? You have G, you have A minor, you have all those same chords, C, and go to the key of C, you have C, you have G, you have A minor, it's all the same chords, open chords. We put 3 of those together in any order and we got songs. And we use those songs to enhance and buffer our guitar foundation, right? Our left hand, right hand, ear, and our brain. And that's basically what we've been doing, right? That's the logical way to start. So now, with a little acquired information and skill, we can unlock that gate and we can start exploring other keys and what chords are in those keys. Now, we can do it now, but we have to rely on, well, gimmicks in a way. We have to rely on a capo to allow us to take out a bar chord in a progression, or 2 bar chords, or to take a key that's in a sharp or a flat key and bring it into a normal key so that we can play different chords. And we rely on this. And without it, we're lost. Okay? So today, we are going to abandon all that. And we are going to learn that we can now go, with a little bit of work, we can go to any key and play any chord. And let's start right now, right? So we're going to look at the key of A. It's an important key. We know it as A, D, E, right? So, well, we're big rock singers, we got golden fingers, and we're loved everywhere that we go. Yeah, right? And all kinds of songs like that. We also know it as playing the 12-bar blues, right? Playing the 3 major chords in that key, because the rest are all bar chords. So we're pigeonholed a little bit because we can't really go anywhere else in that key because we really only know how to play the open chords. So let's start off with those of you that have not learned any bar chords. So the first 2 bar chords, if you haven't already noticed, that keep coming up, right? Because when you're learning, you're playing easy songs, you're playing G's, C's, and D's and all that kind of stuff. Then you start going outside of your box as you get better. And what's the first chord that always comes up? For me, B minor. And the second chord that always showed up, F sharp minor. And that's aside from the F bar chord, which we already know is a no-go for most beginners. So you learn songs, you see the F, and you go, I'm going to pass. Then you learn songs and you see the B minor, and you go, I'm going to pass. And the same with the F sharp minor, you're going to pass. Well, let's start playing that B minor. That's the first chord that I believe you should learn, or the first bar chord that you should learn. And it could be the only one for a while. But let's concentrate on that. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole hows and all that, because that stuff's readily available, and it's also on my channel too. So if you want to learn the ins and outs of your B minor, and you can go and grab that information. So here's your B minor, right? So we know that all a B minor is an A minor moved up to and replaced with a bar. Where that nut is, we replace with a bar. We also know that we could put a capo on 2 and play an A minor chord, and that's B minor as well. All right, so now the B minor, we put our bar at the 2nd fret, and we make an A minor shape. Done. There's our B minor. Now the second chord that I mentioned was F sharp minor. Now the beauty is we don't have to move. It's right in the same place. So the bar stays there. We remove this finger, and we move these 2 fingers up 1 string each. Play all the strings, and there's your F sharp minor. So we have B minor transfers into an F sharp minor. And yes, these 2 come up before and after each other in songs quite a bit. So it's really worth this exercise, being able to convert from B minor to F sharp minor. It's worth your time. So now we've learned 2 bar chords, right? But what we've really done is we've learned the only 2 minor shapes there are to playing bar chords. The A minor shape and the E minor shape. That's it. And we've learned it. So we've got it covered. All we have to do now is figure out where to put the bar to determine what chord we're playing, but a little more on that in a bit. So now we know 2 bar chords, and we know both of the minor shapes of the bar chords for moving forward. So now we're going to play. Let's look at the song, or the chords in the key of A that we've been ignoring, right? So the first chord that we all know how to play is the number 1 chord, is A. Now, chords are determined. What chords do we play in a key? Well, they're determined on the major scale, that 2-2-1, 2-2-2-1. So if the first chord in the key of A, the first house, is number 1 in the neighborhood of A, there's your 1 chord. It's a major, because the 1-4-5 we know is always major in a major key. In a minor key, it's the 3, 6, and 7 chord. Okay, but in a major key, the 1-4-5s are always major. So we know that A is A major. Now we go up 2 as per the major scale. So now we got to play a B, right? Because A up 2 is a B. But hold on a minute. It's not a B because it's not a 1-4-5. It's a 2, 3, or a 6. So it's a minor. So we got to go A to B minor. There's our new B minor. It's our second chord that we can now play in the key of A. Right? Now, we got to go up 2 more, right? 2, 2, 1. We got to go up 2 more to get that 3rd chord, which is a C. Great. There's my C. Oh, well, wait a minute. No. That's C major. This is the 3rd chord, so we have to play a C minor, right? Okay, C minor. How do I do that? Well, there's your B minor. Okay, but we got to go up 2. If we go up 1, we have a C minor. Same shape. That's the beauty of learning the B minor. Same shape, but that's only a C minor. We got to go up 1 more, right? Because of the major scale, 2. So 2 from B minor would be C minor, C sharp minor. So there's our C sharp minor. So now we know A, B, up 2 again to the C sharp minor. Now we go up 1, right? 2, 2, 1. The next chord is a D. We can play that open. And we go up. Now we got to go 2, 2, 2, 1. So from D to E is 2. There's our 5th chord. Our 6th chord, we go up 2 again. E to F sharp. But it's a 6th chord, so it's an F sharp minor. There's our new chord, F sharp minor. Then we go to the 7th chord, which is a G minor, or G sharp diminished. But we're going to play a G sharp minor. Okay, and all we do, there's our F sharp minor. We go up 2, G sharp minor. And then we go from there 1. And from G, we go back to A. So if we stay with the bar chord, it's 1 up, and there's A. If not, we go back to our A major. You've just played all the chords in the key of A. Now what you do is you practice those chords. I would start off practice them in order. So you go A, B, C, D, E, F sharp minor, G sharp minor, back to your A. Eventually, just like you do in the key of C, just play them randomly. And just get used to playing all those chords in any combination. And you've just learned how to play every chord in the key of A. You no longer need a capo. You no longer need any tricks or smoke and mirrors to avoid playing certain chords. That's it. And not only that, you've learned 2 very important bar chords with 2 important shapes. Shapes that allow you to move this anywhere. So as we did with the C sharp minor, we took the B minor, we moved it up 2, exact same fingering, we just played it here instead of there. So at first, you're going to want to do this, B minor to the C minor, but eventually, you'll just know, I'm going to put my hand here instead of here for the B minor. And there's my C minor. And if I want a D minor, it's right here. And if I want an E minor, it's right here. And so on and so forth. Okay? All right. Now, again, this isn't for everybody. Okay? If you're already playing certain bar chords, then work backwards. Okay, so I already know, like I learned how to play an E minor down here or up here on the neck. So there's my D minor. So I already know how to play an E minor. Fine. So take that shape and move it backwards to find your C. So E, D, C. These are the 2 Cs. It's either a C minor or C sharp minor. That's bar chords. The hardest part is learning the first one. After that, you just move it accordingly. All right, so I hope this helps. Yes, we're still going to be doing simple and beginners videos. But again, I just wanted to show this to those of you that are at that point in your journey, and it's time to go further because you want to go further. And when you want to go further, well, you'll find a way to do it, right? And that's what playing guitar is all about. So have fun with it. Please send me any comments about this video, any requests you may have for future videos. Give me some insight into your journey. Is this easy to understand for you? Did it open up any doors for you? Are you already doing this in one way or another? Anything you want to let me know, feel free to do so, all right? And in the meantime, remember that there is only one way to get good and better with guitar. You can watch all kinds of videos, you can get all kinds of information, but at the end of the day, you've got to just play your guitar. That's how you get better. All right, see you later.